Hey y'all, this your girl Amber back about to do a reading for my Pisces. Be mindful that these are all general messages, so take resonate, leave with don't. If you are familiar with your birth chart, you can resonate with your sun, moon, Venus, or rising sign, your first, fifth, seventh, or eighth house placement. So, Pisces, what message I have for you all today? Okay, so Pisces, right now, I feel like y'all are in the energy whereas it's like y'all regret giving something to someone. Like maybe you have been up thinking about a situation that you were involved in with someone. Maybe it took you a minute to even like maybe how can I say, maybe when it came to this situation it took you a minute to even involve yourself in it, because of the simple fact whatever situation that you was in with someone, because two ones did come up right. It's like at one point in time you probably didn't look at them like that, but then over time it's like it's like the way that you used to look at them, you stop looking at them in that way. Maybe you feel like this person was more so of your person, whereas like they brought a different light, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, over time, this person probably kept you like up at night, thinking over being overwhelmed, stressed. You know what I'm saying? But maybe you feel like deep down you kind of regret moving towards that situation, even though it didn't take, even though the situation, like you, how can I explain? You took your time towards the situation, but you still feel like you regret even giving this situation any type of attention, any type of offers, just anything in general, simply because of the simple fact this situation had you probably over, like I said, overthinking, being overwhelmed, anxious, stressed out, you know what I'm saying? Then not to mention, like when it came to the communication, it was like, how can I explain? Like the way that this situation played out, it helps you communicate a little bit more, whereas you became a little bit more expressive, you know what I'm saying? Whereas like you were more expressive when it came to your feelings, you know what I'm saying? How you felt like things were going, or how you felt like things should be going between you and this person. Because like I said, at one point in time, you feel like this person was your person, whereas you could open up to them, be yourself around them, you know, just be very vocal and expressive to your wants and needs. But it's like at the same time, you took your time to move towards this situation. And it's like now I feel like you regret it to a certain extent. Yeah, King of Cups. Because maybe how this person was coming off to you, whereas this person was very, how can I explain? Like, they didn't play no games. It was about their business. You know, they had a lot of cup energy, whereas if you were in like some type of committed relationship or situation with them, you know, like they kept their word when it came to you. You know, they did know how to treat you, but it was like something happened in regards to that situation, whereas you start feeling like very regretful, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, maybe everything wasn't always good when it came to you and this person, and it's like in a way you slowly, it's like you regret even moving towards this person or even giving this person the time of day, regardless of what they was doing for you, making sure that you was straight, you know what I'm saying? It's like you still kind of regret even entertaining this person or even just giving them something. Like you probably regret even entertaining them just because of the simple fact it's like they got you. I ain't gonna say they got you fucked up. They might do got you fucked up, but it's like you know for a fact that you had to close out that cycle with that individual just because of all the stress and everything that was being brought with that person. It's like you know that you had to close out that cycle or remove yourself from that dynamic that you was in with him or her. They really would don't. But I feel like this is for a Pisces woman in regards to a man. Yeah, and it's like you probably been to yourself a lot lately, thinking about the situation, how things will go move forward. Because like I said, at one point in time, you feel like this person was your person. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all had a great bond. You could see yourself moving things even more. You know, going to a more serious note with this individual. But at the same time, it's like maybe you had found out that the love and the feelings wasn't all the way mutual, whereas you probably feel like you was over giving to the situation more than that person was. And it's like it left your cups empty, whereas they cups were still full. Let's see. Pisces. Yeah, Two of Pentacles came up right. Yeah, because like I said, maybe this person would either juggling you and another individual or just simply juggling you with what they have going on behind the scene. Like if they have other priorities, responsibilities, or hell, even if it's like in regards to their money, it's like you was being juggled in some type of way. So when you probably found out that you was being juggled, that is like the relationship kind of start going downhill. Boom, Three of Swords came up. Yeah, so it's like you found out that you basically wasn't the only person in this situation or whatever. So it's like it kind of made you think what else was going on behind the scene, because you feel like you was probably being betrayed, or you know you was probably hurt, heartbroken due to this situation, simply because of the simple fact it was more than one person involved in the situation altogether. I see. Yeah, so it's like this person had you being juggled with other individuals, whereas you knew for a fact that you had to close out this cycle and end this relationship with this individual just because of what you had found out. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's not like you jumped into this situation or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like y'all slowly but surely, it's like y'all slowly and surely moved towards one another, and it just happened. So it's not like you just jumped into, okay, boom, we together. You know what I'm saying? It's like y'all took y'all time to get to that point of being in something solid and stable, but not knowing it just wasn't as solid and stable as you thought it was, because like I said, this person was juggling you with other individuals, or probably more than one person. Maybe he was swinging at everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But either way it go, it wasn't just you in this situation. you found out down the line that it was also other individuals as well, or it don't have to necessarily be more than one person, it could be another person. But either way it goes, you still felt like you was backstabbed, you was betrayed, and it left you kind of heartbroken to a certain extent. It's okay, we all get our feelings hurt, you know what I'm saying? We just gotta learn to move forward and learn the lessons from that situation. Pisces. Yeah, like I said, you probably didn't even think this person was moving how they was moving. You know what I'm saying? And it's like at this point you knew for a fact that you had to remove yourself from this individual, because guess what? They were still very toxic. And not to mention, it's like they wanted you to stay. It's like they was trying to string you along, but not knowing that you wasn't going for that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because, like I said, maybe you were already fully aware and found out that they was dealing with other people outside of you, and it's like they were still also trying to keep you attached to them just in case. You know what I'm saying? Just like how a man do when it comes to multiple females. Like you have this main girl that you fucking with this and for, but guess what? You have hoes as well. So either you was the main female and he was just dealing with other hoes outside of you, or unfortunately you probably was one of the females that he was dealing outside of the main female that he was already attached to in some type of way. Take resonate, leave with don't. But however the case may have been, at one point in time, you and this person were y'all was great vibes, you know what I'm saying? They brought some type of stability to you in some type of way. It's just that things that was going on behind the scene with this individual, it started coming to light, you know what I'm saying? Whereas you probably wasn't aware how this person was really moving outside of you until either you started peeping what was going on. Like I said, third parties started showing up, and it was just a whole lot of drama that started occurring. Pisces. So yeah, it's like right now I feel like y'all are just basically in regret of even giving this person y'all time of day, attention, y'all energy, simply because of what has been going on behind the scene, and not to mention all the things that you have found out and was revealed to you and exposed. But like I said all the time, whatever was done in the dark, it's gonna always come to light. It might not come to light right then and there, but it will come to light. You know what I'm saying, Pisces? So yeah, Pisces, this is y'all message. Take resonate, leave with don't. Sagittarius, y'all up next.